So today I'm going to be taking off from where I left off yesterday, which was removing that gold leaf there. I've got my paper ready to catch it, and then I'm going to be applying a little bit more, and eventually I'm going to start painting. I want to carry on with the faces of the lovers, because I wasn't very happy with the faces, so I painted over them. Anyway, let's see how it goes. And I've got my lovely Spanish music playing in the background, and it's from a classical piece. Actually, they're all classical pieces of Spanish guitar, acoustically, which is beautiful. I usually play something nice and relaxing when I'm painting. So, what I want to do now is open the curtain here. It's a little bit dark. Okay. And just pull my chair up a bit and try and capture all these little bits of gold. As I said in my previous little video, the gold leaf is very expensive, and it comes in little bits and pieces like this. I'll show you. I got this gold leaf off the internet. I've got quite a lot of sheets, so in between each sheet of gold leaf there's a piece of tissue paper like that. So this is the gold leaf. You can see how fine it is, and as I'm talking it's moving. I have to be very careful not to blow it away with my breath. So let's just pop that down there a minute. So I've got a nice soft brush here. Let's hope it's dry enough. Okay, so now I'm going to just brush away like this. It's a really nice process, and I do enjoy doing this. Because it's a bit of a surprise when you actually rub the gold leaf off. You never know if it's going to go where you want it to. Right, I'm going to shake these little bits before I blow them away while I'm talking. I'm going to carry on just doing that. I need a slightly rougher brush. I think I used this one yesterday. It's got a quite a hard bristle. Yeah, I'm going to use this. So, as you can see, the gold size that I used for the glue, it's very fine in liquid. It's almost watery in consistency, but it actually glues so damn well. It takes a bit of rubbing off to get all the surplus away. So I'm actually putting quite a lot of pressure on this. So I've roughed all that up. Hopefully that's going to come away. I'll use the soft brush now just to flick it onto the paper. These are kind of very tiny little particles of gold. I don't know if they're worth saving, but anyway, I'm going to just, you never know when it will come in handy for something. I've got all sorts of little pots for bits and pieces that I collect. My shelves are absolutely bursting at the seams with bits and pieces I save for my artwork. Just give it another little bit of a brush. I think that I've got there, most of that's come off now. Just tap it and let it collect. So I've collected it in that little pot there. That was a little pot I had some olives in. But actually, it's a perfect see-through pot, so I don't have to label it. I can see what it is. These little tubs I use. Oh, as you can see, that's all dried out because I was very careless yesterday and I didn't put the lid on. So I've wasted that paint there. But hey, never mind. I sometimes peel off this. If I'm using acrylic, I actually like to peel this paint away like that. And because I like using mixed media, I sometimes stick it on the canvas and paint over it and use that as a lovely piece of textured whatever I'm doing. I'm doing a landscape. It's really nice to paint over because you've got a lovely surface. It's all bobbly and... Anyway, I'm getting away from the gold leafing, so I won't go on about that. But as you can see, I actually like to use most things. I try not to waste anything. So if the paint's dried out, what I'm trying to say is I don't waste it. I can put that into some painting that I'm doing. My last two paintings last summer, I used the same technique. I used these bits of paint, stuck them on the canvas because I was painting the green man and putting lots of leaves and texture into it. That was beautiful. That was the right texture that I was looking for. I think I also used my old palette by just ripping this off in Midsummer Night's Dream around the May Queen's face because I wanted texture there as well. So these bits are quite funny, but I like them. I'm going to use those in another painting that I'm going to do. Anyway, look, I'm going to put that to one side there. I'm going to put that blob there. And in a minute I'm going to put some new paint on. But in the meantime, I'm just going to get that off my hands. Some wet paint on my fingers. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, that can go there, just for now. And I might just show you the effects that I'm getting here. So I don't know if you can see, but I've actually got, it looks like this lovely veil coming down from a hair, which is rather nice. I like that. So I'm going to do a nice swirly bit here, and then her dress is flowing down this way. As I said before, I do put butterflies in my paintings at the moment. I've been doing that for several paintings that I've finished. Last year or the year before I started doing butterfly paintings, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So since then I've actually included little cutout from my old original paintings. I've printed them up and cut them out, and I've been able to use some of these little paintings that I did from previous paintings. So I've included them in here. I just thought the colours fitted beautifully. And I might put another one of these somewhere around here. I don't know yet because I'm going to be painting over this, adding a little bit more colour to her veil that's swishing around her. It's her dress as well. It's like a very fine silk dress that she's wearing, I imagine. This is my interpretation of this painting. And it's swirling around as they're moving. I'm going to continue putting some more of this through here. So I'm going to do this bit next. So here we go. So this is the size that I was using. I'm just going to give it a shake. I was a bit careless yesterday because I was painting and doing quite a lot. I left all the lids off, which I never do. I'm usually very careful about putting things away so they don't get spilt or knocked over. Okay, so I'm going to use that lovely fine brush that's picked up several pieces of gold. Let's just try and get that off in there. There we go. Okay. I won't be using these bits. Not for this painting anyway. So I'm going to continue. Do this bit up here. I'm just going to put some little dots and dashes. I just want like tiny bits of the gold leafing. That's why I'm using this tiny little brush. It's quite a long process. But I'm quite enjoying it today. Some days I find it a bit tedious just doing this, but actually today I'm quite enjoying it because it's just making me sit down and think about other things. And listen to the music. You might not be able to hear it. Let me turn it up a little bit. I can hardly hear it myself. Beautiful. This is a piece by Francisco Tariega. Really beautiful. Classic one, you'll have heard it lots of times, I'm sure. I'm going to actually just lift this piece of gold leaf up. You can see how fine and delicate it is. I'm just going to tear a small amount off and just place it over the top of where I've just been dotting that glue around. So there it goes. You can see it's already attached itself nicely to that glue. That's one little bit I've done. I'm going to do a bit more. Just roll my sleeves up a bit, otherwise I'll have it all over the place. Okay. I'm going to put carry it through here. So as you can see, I do small little areas at a time. There's a couple of spots here that actually look a bit blobby to me, so I might actually paint over those when I'm starting to paint the faces in. I might actually just try and rectify that a little bit and make that a little bit nicer, because I can see it. You might not be able to notice it, but I know it's not quite right how it's stuck down to the canvas there, and it might be because I used the wrong glue to start with until I actually found my gold size, because I did lose it in the house here. So I'm going to use some of these little pieces up now, little strips here. There. Put another little strip there. I'll try not to touch it too much with my fingers. There we go. Let's take that little bit there. Just a tiny tear. Just to take that tiny little bit off. Then I place it over. I don't know if you can see that area there. You can see it. I can see it's wet just because the light's catching it. So I can pop a bit of gold leaf in there. Just going to move my chair over without blowing the gold away. So there's some bits here I'm going to fill in with this. Oh, excuse me. Okay. There's just a tiny area there I wanted to cover over. Take a bit more. With a dry brush again, make sure it's dry. Just gently brush over, just so as it presses down onto the canvas. There we go. So I've done all that area now. I'm going to let that dry overnight. I won't touch it till tomorrow, because otherwise it won't adhere to the canvas as well as I want it to. Okay, I'm going to come back later to do that. I'm just going to leave that to dry. So I want to mix up some colour now. I might do a little bit of painting. What I wanted to do was to redo their faces and the way their heads. The positioning's right. I just need to put in some detail, not too much detail, into their faces. I don't want too much detail in there, just an impression of what's going on there. This is called Dance Me to the End of Love, and it's the title of a song by Leonard Cohen. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know I'm painting all my favourite songs. This is one of them, and if you get a chance to listen to it on YouTube, listen to it, because it's got the most beautiful words, and it's for all lovers of the world. Okay.